Coming up in this episode, John Bateman's future has been confirmed. League One club talks about their troubles. And former Super League winner moves to League One club. And we start with that news from West Tigers, with John Bateman signing a long-term deal with the club as the Englishman returns to Australia, looking to help West Tigers end their drought for a premiership. A long-time target of the West Tigers, Bateman has delighted West Tigers to announce the England international is joining the club for a 4-year deal. And the former Wigan Warriors forward will link up with West Tigers in January, having played the last 2 seasons in English Super League. The 29-year-old joins the West Tigers for what will be his second stint in the NRL, after making a huge impact in his 2 seasons with Canberra. In his first stint in Australia, Bateman helped the Raiders all the way to the NRL Grand Final in 2019, falling just 1 game short of his second Grand Final appearance that following year. The West Tigers head coach Tim Sheens says Bateman is an important addition to the team. He's a world-class player with enormous work ethic, said Sheens. I have no doubt John will make a big contribution to this club over the next few years. Bateman himself said to the West Tigers website that he's excited to join the Tigers during this exciting phase for the club. I can't wait to begin a new chapter at a club that I know is going places, he said. There has been a lot of changes at West Tigers over the past few months, and everything I hear is positive. The back rower will join the Tigers on this long-term deal after being released from Wigan in what the English club has described as a significant transfer fee. On WiganWarriors.com, the club's statement said, during the World Cup campaign, John let the club know his desire to go back to the NRL. He has to get the World Cup out of the way first and then pick up discussions. With our desire to help the England to do well in the tournament, we agreed to wait. After the tournament, John went on holiday and expressed his uncertainty regarding his future and requested time again to sort out his own mind what he wanted to do. On Wednesday, the 14th of December, John informed us of his decision that he wants to try the NRL one more time. It has been somewhat of a frustrating period for the club, but the club now accepts that it is in everyone's best interest that John is allowed a transfer from Wigan. On Friday 23rd of December, the paperwork was completed. In situations like this, there are obvious consequences. The uncertainty surrounding John's future means that they have had to delay the squad numbers. The squad numbers have now been signed off on and will be communicated between Christmas and New Year to the fans. Wigan went on to say that there is no immediate plans to replace John Bateman, as players have their contracts with their agreed with their clubs. The recruitment of 2 class centres in Selby King and Jake Wardle means the likes of Willie Isa and Kai Pearce-Paul can move back to their preferred positions at the back row, with Liam Farrell and Morgan Smithies providing further options in that section of the pitch. They will continue to monitor the squad and the marketplace in 2023 as the Super League season unfolds. There's always as always in these situations, Wigan have acted in the best interest for the club at heart. Their statement continues, and will continue to act in that manner. The club have received a significant transfer fee for John, and they thank John for their services over the 2 stints, and they wish him well for the future. With that being said, Bateman now goes on to a club that has new signings galore, which will make them even stronger with the addition of Bateman. Bateman will join the likes of David Clemmer, Api Coruscant and Isaiah Papali'i at the West Tigers in what is looking a formidable back for the club for 2023. Wigan Warriors fans' social media have been disappointed by the news that is going, saying it was a terrible decision. But for John Bateman, it seems like the one that's making him happy at this point. I wish him well, and I'm going to be disappointed too, as we're not going to see him in Super League, probably for the rest of his career. Next, we continue with the news in the past week of League One side West Wales Raiders set to fall out of the league system. It's been revealed the Championship club almost went under during the 2022 campaign as the Rugby League continues to feel the effects of the current cost of living crisis in the UK. As Whitehaven RLFC released a statement offering the fans an explanation as to what has been going on in the background of the club to make it tough reading, as they revealed the financial hardships they have gone through and the signs almost went under at points. Even are one of the prominent sides in Cumbria alongside Barrow and Workington, and potentially a combination of a competitive market on top of the effects of the pandemic, have seen the club go so close to going bust. In a statement released on the side's Facebook page, they announced an update. Dear fans, we want to put you in a picture of how the off-season has been going for us. Ashley, Charlo and Jonty have worked tirelessly putting a team together on a possibly the smallest budget in the league. To lose any of the team that they have built was never our plan, but we have to do the right by player as well as ourselves. During the off-season, you will have seen 3 events organised. We organised these to help us generate much needed cash flow. For all 3 events, we didn't get into double-figure sales, resulting in them all having to be cancelled. That isn't us having a go at you fans, this is us trying to explain. Contracts run until October's games early September. It's obvious to all cash flow would be an issue. None of the other bills stop either, i.e. HMRC, PAYE, gas, electric, we could go on. As a board, the club's future is paramount, and we admit we came close to closing those gates for good with a big cut in RFL and debt from the 2020 and 2021 financial year. But with directors putting personal money in and new sponsors, we've managed to get by. Unfortunately, during this time, payments to players were made late, but all payments to current squad members have been made, and for this, we will hold our hands up and say it's wrong, but in the grand scheme of everything else, we kept our promise that the money would be paid. We are going into a very, very tough year. You will have all seen what other clubs are spending around us. All we can ask is that you support us and try to get this great club back to where it deserves to be. I hope this covers everything for you and give you all a greater insight. We promised that our last fans meeting we make the end of the season, and we did. Now let's push forward. The 3 friendly games are huge for the club, so please come take advantage of the double-header tickets and enjoy a great day of rugby. The League One champions of 2021 statement sees the club cite failure to raise funds in efforts with 3 key events being organised, only to be cancelled due to interested parties failing to reach double figures. Obviously, with IMG set to take on the game and rebrand it, Haven will be worried about the situation whereby they're just keeping their head above water, and they reference the spending power of other clubs in the division compared to themselves. Despite this, the side have followed up the announcement with news that Lucas Castle has been granted a visa, and the former NRL man will link up with the club in the new year. The ex-St George Illawarra prop will be joined by Brisbane Bronco Lachlan Lansky as Whitehaven are trying to compete with divisional rivals in the 2023 season. Hopefully this is a turn up for the Bucks when it comes to Whitehaven, and they can put all the 2022 problems behind them and become a force to compete in the League One yet again. And finally, former Super League back rower and England representative Ferres has joined Doncaster for the 2023 season, as the League One campaign is set to kick off and the Super League winner joins on a one-year deal. Ferres, who is now 36, has spent the last 3 years in the Championship with Featherstone. He was released at the conclusion of the 2020 season and found himself a free agent for the first time in his career. The forward joins with a lot of experience behind him, with more than 350 professional games, having started his career at Bradford. He is also representing Wakefield Trinity, Castleford Tigers, Huddersfield Giants and Leeds Rhinos. On speaking about the move, Ferres said, "I've had a good break over the past few weeks, but once I spoke to Carl and Richard Horn, Carl Hall that is, I was really excited about the challenge ahead. The Dons are a club with a great infrastructure for the level they are at, and have shown in the past couple of seasons that they are not far away from promotion. I want to bring my experience to the group, and having been part of successful teams in the past, hopefully playing a role in helping the team get up to the Championship from 2023. Doncaster Rugby League's Chief Executive Carl Hall said in this statement, "When a player of Brett's calibre became available, we acted quickly to secure his services for the upcoming campaign. He has had a great career both domestically and internationally, and we feel he can add a lot to the team on and off the field. We welcome Brett to the Dons and hope the supporters enjoy their Christmas present from all of us." The Castleford-born player began his rugby league career with Bradford Bulls between 2005 and 2006, as he played 39 games for the club, scoring 13 tries and kicking 2 goals in the process, and was part of the England Academy side that toured Australia and New Zealand in 2004. He played for Wakefield Trinity Wildcats in late 2006, as he was the player that was the mateweight in exchange for David Solomona, who joined Bradford Bulls. He followed that up with a move to Castleford on the 7th of November 2008 and stayed with Castleford before his move to Huddersfield for 3 years after his release from Wakefield Trinity. He signed for Huddersfield Giants in July 2012 on a 3.5-year deal and was named second row in the 2013 Super League Dream Team. Immediately following the Test series against New Zealand, Ferres was suspended by Huddersfield in an investigation into his conduct away from the club, which we won't cover. His career then hit the high point, as in 2016 he moved to Leeds from Huddersfield for an undisclosed fee, and he played in the 2017 Super League Grand Final victory over his hometown club Castleford at Old Trafford. Ferres won 2 international caps way back in 2006 against France, and one against France and 2 against Tonga and Samoa, as he played in the Federation Shield tournament for England, which was recognised by the international body. In 2013, he was selected to play in the World Cup, replacing Gareth Hock in the team. He played in every England game of that tournament. He played in the Four Nations tournament in 2014 against Australia and New Zealand, and was selected against New Zealand for the Test match series of 2015. Before the series, he played in the warm-up match against France. He scored 3 of his 15 tries scored by England in the demolishment of France in that game. He was initially set to play in the 24-man squad for England in the 2016 Four Nations in 2016, which would have been his last recognised appearance for the England squad, but had to withdraw following a knee injury. Through his club career, he has won the League Leaders' Shield in 2013, the Super League 2017 Grand Final, and the World Club Challenge Trophy in 2006. Now he hopes to bring you some 350 games with 98 tries and 9 goals to the fore to help Doncaster achieve their goals. Promotion to the Championship. Let's hope he can do that, as Doncaster seem like a team on the up. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, and also click that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below, as it's open for business, but please remember to be respectful with all your comments, but there's no subject untouched. Please get involved. We need to grow this game, and I like to start conversations. You guys come up with a subject, I'll keep it going, and we can put it to a poll if need be at the end of it. One thing I want to put to the poll: what's the most unusual thing that you have seen sponsored in rugby league? One thing that's just come up recently this season is Leeds Rhinos, as they have got a sponsor for their sin bin announcements. James Bentley's sin bin has been sponsored by ... here. Very, very good by Leeds Rhinos. I enjoy that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the very best. So please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.